All right, we're here. We're ready to go. It is a Thursday. We've got the StarCraft. What else do we have on a Thursday besides StarCraft? Huh? Thursday is the thing that makes Thursday, StarCraft, all that good stuff. What is up, 4Prime? We got Jordan Nimmo-Nooms here, too. Nimmo-Noom, experiencing French elitism at its best. Trying to get into a French art school, and it's hard. It's hard, man, if you're not French. And what do we got? Crimney's here, too. What's up, Crimney? On a Thursday. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, man. Out on the red dimension, Minoon is here. Hola, hola, ¿cómo estás? Let's get this thing going. But yeah, happy Thursday all. We got some StarCraft here. We got the pros. We got some people in the wings ready to play some live StarCraft and have some fun too. So let's do this thing. Let's head into the replays folder from RJB's replay sent to me over the Discord. Again, if you want to chat with Falcon, Discord's probably the best place to go. Let's go Olympus and Effort on Metropolis. Now, again, Effort, great Zerg player who did not qualify for ASL 21 only because he kind of screwed up and didn't do the thing he was supposed to do. Ah, love you too, Minoon. And Olympus is an old head. Olympus has been around forever. So, top right of the map, we've got Olympus. Protoss, bottom right. It is, in fact, Effort. Nice. Crimney's here today because tomorrow's a free day. Gotta love a free day. Gotta love a free Friday. I'm doing all right. We're kind of dealing with some problems with my kid's car right now. It's kind of been a huge hassle and putting a bit of a strain on our finances, but we're okay. We are alive, and we can afford the mortgage and the food and stuff, so we're doing okay. But yeah, just things are a little bit tight at the moment. It's fine. Everybody has tight moments in their lives, don't they? So Olympus, like I said, old head, but he knows the maps, he knows the macro, he knows the meta. He's not going to screw this up. Overpool here from Effort against a Forge here from Olympus. He doesn't know what the Zerg player's doing, so he's preparing for a potential pool first, which it is a pool first, but it's not a crazy pool first, right? It's not a 4 pool or anything insane like that. What's up, Nico? Yeah, probably no pizza tomorrow night. That is correct. So, hatch goes down, hid the drone. Good job, Effort. Sneaky stuff there. I love that from him. Hides it. And temporarily somewhat opens up the mineral field here. Can't do more than that, but can attack with a mouthful of minerals. Lings are here to chase the probe away. There's the Forge. There's the Expand. There's the cannon. Interesting in the wall. And then I think a gate right here, right? Yep. Gate right there from Olympus. Reasonable. Fair enough. Blocking third base a little bit. Ling says, get out of here. Leave it alone. Kabam. Thanks, Manoon. Hey, Vincent. What's up? Save your sword. All right. Hey, we're going to be back tomorrow with more StarCraft. Save your sword. We know the drill. We know the drill. So, bam. Gas. First gas on the way from Olympus. He's not producing zealots. In fact, he has no zealots. Interesting. Usually, I mean, it's not a gate opening, right? It's a Forge opening. So, he's making a zealot now. There's the lair timing. Where's the Hydroden? Effort loves his Mutalisks here. Stargate, after the Cyber Core, gotta be, right? Stargate, not scouted. Not scouted by that Overlord. We kind of have it up against the edge of the map. RJB talks about this in TvZ, where he says a lot of Terrans are putting their tech structures up against the edge of the map, so Overlord's coming in, get shot down by Marines before they can scout what the tech is going to be. Sees the Spire. See? Probe sees the Spire. So, I mean, you can assume. You can simply assume it's a Stargate, right? No major questions here. Manoon is rooting for Effort here. I think Effort's going to be fine. Macro hatch. And yeah, no sign of a Hydroden. This guy is going for mutas. This guy's going for Scourge. Macro hatch for drones. And for Lings. There's your Citadel. +1 attack for the Corsairs. He's going to be ready for mutas. And there's your Hydroden. So hang on a second. Second gas hasn't been taken yet. So tell you what. It's going to be some Scourge. It could be a little bit of Mutalisk here too. Depends on what he wants to do with it, right? So, Corsair shows up. Can it get an Overlord kill? Probably. But it's worried about Hydras popping out of these eggs. Worried about Scourge popping out of these eggs. Obviously. Really worried about that. How's the game volume today? Is it good? Is it too low? Is it too high? Is it overpowering? Nice pin down of that Zealot and an execution. If you can surround a Zealot with Lings, it's going to die. Criminy says it's good. 4 Prime says I can hear it, so there's something. Is it too low, 4 Prime? I can turn it up. It's not hard for me to turn it up. I can totally do that. Windows is nice that way. So it is going to be Hydras. It's going to be a lot of Hydras. Any sign of a Sunken? No. But it's going to be Lings. It's going to be Hydras. At least it's not just Lings or just Hydras. You know how Falcon feels about this. Just Hydras with a natural base, kind of an issue here. Meh, 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 meh. So a bit Ling Hydra. Look, Ling Hydra. A million Hydras show up. Olympus in trouble. 4 Prime says he can hear Ling attacks, so that's good. All right, fair enough. Far enough. Yeah, he sees the number of Hydras and says, cannons? Cannons now, please. Thank you. Appreciate the cannons. Yeah. Hey, Monoon. So Manoon's brothers would play StarCraft and always love the Terrans, so to contradict them and to just do what they don't like, Manoon roots for the Zergs and the Protoss, but the Zergs especially, just to be contrary. I kind of like that. That's funny. So yeah, man, Zealots are like, no sniping our gateway. Get out of here. Leave our gateway alone. 4th base, bottom left from Effort. Gotta love that from him. And yeah, all the Hydras ever known to mankind here from Effort. Does Effort love this strategy more than anybody else does? Kind of. I'm not sure there's another Zerg player out there that I cast that just loves sitting on lair tech for as long as Effort does. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. But man, he is a huge fan of the Hydras. Zealots running for it. Ah, a Halloween birthday. That's a lot of fun from Manoon. Creepy stuff, Halloween. October is one of my favorite months. I just like the feel of October. Just the way the wind blows and it's cooler, but it's not freezing, snowing yet usually. And I like the jack-o'-lanterns and the warm glow of the Halloween decorations and stuff. Oh, October's a good month. I like it. I don't know. You know how sometimes you just have really specific weird memories of times that aren't really important? Like everybody remembers like, oh, my first day of school or when I got married or, you know, the first time I kissed someone. Like, yeah, I remember that stuff. But sometimes you just remember weird random stuff, right? Like one of my weird random memories is I'm going to my local gym at like 6 p.m. on an October night. And that's it. It's dark outside. There's a bit of a wind to the air. It's cool and crisp. And there's just Halloween decorations at the gym. You know, it's kind of a family rec center, so they've got Halloween stuff up. And there's just people, you know, people just running on treadmills and people on exercise bikes and aerobics classes. And I just remember walking in and just really enjoying the atmosphere. And that's it. Just one random day from probably 15 years ago. And that's a memory that I really like. It just has to do with October. So yeah, right? Yeah, Nico knows what I'm talking about. 4 Prime says it's weird, man. All right, 4 Prime. All right. Come on. You got to have a memory of a random day. You have to have a memory of a random day. You're young enough. You haven't forgotten all the stuff you've done when you were a kid. Promise you that. So, 4 bases. 2, almost 3 bases for Olympus. He's defending with cannons, with zealots. He's doing great. He's doing all right. We're moving out. We got +1/+1 on these zealots. +1/+0 on the Hydras. +2 armor is coming in, but not going to be here for a minute for Olympus. But he knows the meta. He knows that upgrade matters a lot. Ooh, good snipe on the obs, and now the lurkers. Ah. You're like, why did the Protoss turn back there? He looks pretty good because his obs are gone. No, he has a backup obs, but he ran back anyway. 4 Prime says, I do remember having a jumping spider on my knee for 5 minutes straight. That's That's not inane, though. That's a very weird experience. A non-standard experience is having a jumping spider on your knee, so I don't think that counts. Fourth base coming in top left from Olympus. We got the Psy Storms. Good storms for Olympus. A lot of hiders left over, though. Any further upgrades for these guys? They have that +2. They do. They have the +2. Ooh, it's a 12-minute Queen's Nest from Effort. So, is he putting it? Weird. Putting it at his third. Okay. So, Effort, not going to stick on hiders and lurkers for the next 20 minutes and try to win that way. He's actually going to get into Hive Tech. Falcon always worries about this in PvZ. You know the drill. Yeah, no, I get it, 4Prime, but I'm asking you to remember like just a random day at school or a random day just at home where nothing special happened, nothing traumatic happened, and nothing really awesome happened. It was just a day. Effort, thinking about expanding over this way. Hive coming in, of course. Of course we're doing that. Second Evo chamber for further upgrades, and the Hive means we can get +3. Hey! Check that action out. That's what we're all about. This is a lot of Protoss, man. He is just marching through this Zerg. That +2 armor is not even done for the Dragoons yet, but they're falling back. Lurker Spine's problematic. 1 obs, I guess, is maybe not enough. And new base coming in from Effort. Okay, so that's going to be his 5th. It's going to be 4 bases are already rolling from Olympus. Pretty standard timing here, but once Plague starts, right, once the Defilers happen, once the Cracklings arrive, once the +3 is available, things really change. Question is, Reavers, yeah? Is Olympus going to get into Reaver tech? He is a guy that likes Reavers a lot. He uses them quite a bit in PvP, the cast of his. What's up, Woj? Happy Thursday, man. Jared is back for the StarCraft. Still glassesless is Jared. Doubled, ooh, double Defiler Mound here for our guy Effort. Loving that. Double upgrades, ooh. He wants those Defilers out. He wants them rocking and rolling. But it's a 65 probe enemy right now. It's a lot. It's a lot of workers. This whole top third of the map belongs to Olympus. He hasn't been bothered. Hasn't really lost any probes or bases whatsoever. And let's watch it. Let's watch the double Defiler Mound consume Plague dual upgrade here by Effort. Ooh, he's getting drops too. Big fan. Big fan. Come on, do it. Do the thing. There's the consume. There's the Plague. All right. Double upgrades. Rock on here. You don't see this a lot. You don't see this a lot from the Zergs. The Psy Storms are super good. And sniping the obs. Yeah, but is there another obs back here? No. Olympus got to fall back again. Effort's been sniping these obs so consistently here today. Woo. Yeah, these Lings feeling great. Ooh, catching a High Templar as well. What a match this is. 185 to 165 supply. Olympus is up, but that Plague is on the way. Twitch has started auto-dubbing or auto-close captioning clips, which is nice. Because I see people do that, and I'm like, I don't have the time to do that. So thank you, Twitch. Appreciate it. I mean, freelings are free. Oh, they got 2 High Templar. I take it back. Adrenalings are not free. Adrenalings are tough little guys. So, 5th base now done for Olympus. Keeping an eye on drop potential over this way. Reavers especially. We are getting a second Robo. There's the robotic support bay. Okay, so Reaver stuff here from Olympus. Let's go. Let's do this thing. Halloween is less celebrated in Canada. Not as much trick-or-treating. Interesting. Because I hear from other countries like Australia, they've started seeing more trick-or-treating. Nice Plague over the last 10 years or so. They never used to do, like, American Halloween traditions. But because of American cultural imperialism, which is the nature of TV shows and movies and video games and books and stuff being so popular in other countries. Halloween is way more popular in Australia than it used to be, so I find it interesting that it's kind of losing popularity in Canada. Nico says it used to be good when I was a kid. Do you live in a neighborhood with a lot of kids, Nico, or do you live in a neighborhood with, like, adults? Because, yeah, it would make sense. Again, nice plague. Storm's good. Another plague. Dude, just plague. Plague it up. Taking this left side base, but my goodness, it could die. I don't think Olympus knows that base is there. He's too focused on this engagement. He's catching so many plagues. Oh my gosh, these zealots are so friggin' injured. Look at these hydras. Block the ramp, maybe? No, not blocking the ramp. Okie doke. Your sister's house has been there for 15 years, which means the neighborhood has been aging up. Are you sure there are still kids at your sister's neighborhood? Nice. Okay, so he does save the hatch by bringing lurkers in from the north side, lings and hydras from the south side. He's expanding over here to the 3 o'clock 2 as well. So this is a win for effort here. If he can hold 9 o'clock and 3 o'clock, which he's doing, he's going to win. Too much money for the Zerg player. Again, plague changes everything. If this was a Hydro Lurker player, I'd be like, I don't know. Nice. See, there's the egg on the ramp. That's what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, it turns out Dragoons are kind of awesome until Dark Swarm shows up, which we haven't seen a Dark Swarm yet, have we? We've seen a lot of Plague, but not much Dark Swarm. We got the Archons being added into the mix here. We got Creep Colonies, Sunkens. On the right side, these Hydras are getting murked. It's a maxed out Olympus versus 180 supply for effort. This is a crazy good game. We got some Lurkers getting dropped at this base. Probes run. Burrow the Lurkers, actually. Hold up. What's up, I shall return. Happy Thursday, dude. Reaver says, Lurkers, don't make me laugh. Uh-oh, Berserk really heading up this way. We got the 3-2 upgrades on the Hydras. The Lings have the Adrenal and the 1-2 upgrades. The Zealots are at 1-1-3. So 1 attack, 1 shield, 3 armor, which again is being prioritized more and more by Protoss these days. There's a DT here. Okay. As long as he doesn't get stormed or get, you know, caught on some splash damage. Storming Lurker eggs is so good. Ah, they didn't die. Storm them again? They're going to pop, but maybe they're going to wish they didn't. Quick, burrow. There's the storm. Oh, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Down. Every Lurker dies. More Lurkers. This is an incredibly good game, sir. Holy smokes. Zealots taking Lurker spines. Where's the detection? Obs keep getting sniped. Effort's Ob sniping today has been elite. Crazy elite. Nico says, October's not fun for where he is in Canada. You get weather for 2 days, that's nice, and the rest of it's just wind and cold and rain and miserable. And winter's about to show up, yeah. Which is fair. Like, I've definitely had, oh look, there's a detection and lurkers here, so this DT's not going to get 47 kills at this base. Huzzah! Yes, I've had Octobers where it snows, like the whole month, and it's like, okay, well, that's not great. I've had Octobers, too, where, yeah, it's just really rainy the whole time, and just cold and miserable, and maybe it didn't snow, but it's really not that fun to be outside at all. So I hear you. It takes a very special kind of October to be the October that I like. Reasonable stuff. So effort's maxed out. Like I said, this base, huge. Huge for a Zerg. Very happy. Yeah, that's fair, Nico. Something about being inside on a rainy day with a cup of tea. Maybe you're playing some video games. That sounds nice. Nice. Plague again. Oh my gosh, the plague. Up the ramp we go for Olympus. Sunkens at the top of the ramp. No lurkers here, but 4 Sunkens is a surprising number of Sunkens here. But these Zealots have 4 armor, man. I mean, yeah, the Sunken's doing 40 damage, so that 4 armor is not huge, but I think it matters. Nice storm on those drones, though. 67, it was 70 plus. Oh. What's up, Orangist? How's it going, man? Okay, so this base might actually fall. Trying to save it. Effort's swinging in, dude. He's going for it. He's bringing Hydras. Sniping the Archons easy for them. Killing Zealots harder. Killing High Templar easy unless they storm back, which they definitely kind of are. What's up, Max? Can Olympus win this thing? That is the question we're asking. And Effort saves the base. Loses a lot of drones. Casual 3-kill Zealot, casual 8-kill High Templar. He's running, but he knows. He knows he done. So, Effort saves the base. That's huge. He saves it. He loses a bunch of drones. Apparently some Lings tried to kill this base, but Psystorm existed, so no. Definitely not. Max wants us to play Magnabellum today. You know what, Max? All right. Today, if we reach the support goal for a free-for-all, we'll do Magnabellum for you. You got it, man. You've been patient. I appreciate that. 3-2-2 upgrades for the Protoss. Bleh. 3-3 for the Lurkers. He's not trying to set up and take center, is he? He might have to take center here, actually. Right? Nice Plague. Both Reavers caught him. Because if Effort has 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock, then Protoss kind of has to go here for more gas. Oh, and keep up. But he just lost both his Reavers, and the Zerg controls the middle. I just don't know what we're going to do here, man. Lurker sunken everywhere without a prayer. We do an all-your base? Sure. Any special requests for an all-your base I shall return, or just regular type? I guess the request would be don't rage quit. That's what I shall return once. Plague, but up the ramp we go anyway. Zealot bros. Obs, no anti-air here. Detection is here. There's a lot of lurkers. The Zealots are getting obliterated with a Plague sunken lurker combo. Drones evacuate a little bit. Psystorm does catch a couple of them. 4 kills on that High Templar. Nico. No. You want all Zerg versus all Zerg and a no rush 5 minutes? Okay. We can try that, man. Sounds interesting. Plague. Got him. Some of them. Ow. Defiler sniped out. 190 to 160 supply. Effort. Yeah. Olympus needs this, man. He needs to take this. I know it's only Terrans that ever take this base, but you gotta believe me, sir. It is time to believe the Falcon and say, we gotta take this. Getting up this ramp is tough. Reavers make it easier. Lings are willing to sacrifice their little squishy lives to save this base. Dude, Effort's got more stuff coming in. Yeah, man. Like crazy, crazy late game PvZ here. Oh, catches both of the Reavers again. They're alive, but they're plagued, which makes it 18,000 times easier to kill a Reaver. We know this drill. So, we came back. We are shamed. No. Okay, that's it. Zerg player takes center. It's over. It's over. I appreciate he's mining here. He's mining here. But he's mined out here and here and here. So it's over. I know the game's not over yet. Nobody's actually tapped out. But it appears to be over based on my professional analytical experience. Even if this dies, which I don't think it's going to. Yeah, I think Olympus is like, oh, he's taking this base. Oh, I can't stop this from happening. So I'm dead. He might just tap out here. Like, I don't know what he wants to do. 180 to 170 supplies. Zerg players up big time. Olympus is doing great, man. You can take effort to 30 minutes. You did not have a bad day. Hey, what's up, Psycho Nuts? Olympus, my guy. I don't know what you think you're doing here, sir. The plagues. That is the 87th plague of the same game. I'm not even kidding. Okay, I probably am. That's an exaggeration. But, dude. Yeah. No, no, no. Also no. Also no. Also no. Also no. Also no. That's it. GG. Done. He's solidified center here. These are stacked minerals. There's gas he can get as well. He didn't even need this. All he had to do is keep it away from you, Olympus, but he took the center. He still has 3 o'clock and 9 o'clock. And that's it. It's over. I don't know what Olympus is even going to do. Like, what's he gonna do when he comes for you? Bad Zerg, bad Zerg. What you gonna do? Oh, not the dropship. Not the shuttle. 67 drones. Center base taken. Olympus going for it, man. Here it is. But all of the Hydras ever built in the history of StarCraft are also here. And that's it. We're done. Yep, he gets plagued. There's unnecessary Dark Swarm. Everybody has to fall back and go home. And Olympus just has no bank to remax with here. He's making Zealots, keeps losing High Templar on the retreat because they're slow. And that is it. Like I told you, folks. Like I told ya. Olympus is out of there. He cannot allow this base to belong to the Zerg. End of it. Discussion. End of discussion. You know, sometimes there are those games where you're like, yeah, boy, this game sure is over. But then one of the players just doesn't leave. Ooh, that Reaver's alive with all of 5 hit points. That's maybe enough to turn the tide. No, it's not. It's not enough to turn the tide. Oh, Lurker taking out a Reaver is not a good feeling. You hate that as a Protoss, don't you? I'm just... Is this a Game 7 in some professional series that I'm unfamiliar with, where Olympus is knocked out of the tournament if he loses this game, or what? Thank you. Olympus GG's out. Good grief. Like, I don't know that I've had a game that was so entirely one player's winning for the last 5 minutes as this game, because it was. These 2 bases alone meant that effort won. This, maybe Olympus takes center, he can win. He can set up a staging ground here, threaten these bases, get this money, hold on, get some good trades with the Reavers and the Psystorm, but no. Effort takes it. Bam. Door slammed shut. He tried to take it back, but once there's Sunkens here, once there's Spores here, once there's Lurkers, and all these hatcheries are just making nothing but Hydras and Lurkers coming in here, Defilers with the Plague too. That is it. That is a GG. So effort, man. A lot of effort on the channel recently, huh? And he can do this. Like, I just don't understand why so many games he doesn't want to go Defiler. Because he is one of the best Plague grinders in all of StarCraft. Yeah, the outspend there. 11,000 resources in 31 minutes. Not insane, but whatever. Whatever and ever, I say. Up. Step away for a second, but real quick. I'll be right back. Check out Falcon Paladin Plays. All right. We're back. What do we got here? We got StarCraft Brood War stream stuff. Let's go game 2 here. Olympus, again, just letting the Zerg player take that center base on Metropolis. Not a great idea. Let's go Soma and Rich here on Radeon. A little more PvZ shenanigans. And yeah, Manoon is happy that the Zerg player won that last one. So excellent. Excellent news without a doubt. Now, ba-bam. Bottom right, it is our Zerg player Soma, ASL 20 and 21 champion. Top left, it's Rich. Rich is not either of those things. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Rock on. We're on Radeon. I think we've had these guys play against each other on the channel a little bit here, too. We've had Rich. Also, let's see. I think Snow played against Absolute on this map recently. I think Rich and Soma have played. We had a game on, I think it was Deja Vu, where Soma did the thing where he just gets stuck on Hydro Liquor forever and then just dies because he never gets into defilers. And it's absolutely crazy stuff. So, probe scouting, trying to find the Zerg. It's an overpool here from Soma. Forge opening, comes down, sees the pool's done, so it's a cross spawn, so... Do we want to get a cannon here? Yeah, cannon, Nexus, third hatch, probably. That's what this probe is. Blocked the expansion here, forced the third base to come up here on the right side. Down towards the bottom, not like all the way on the right side, you know. Cybercore on the way. Layer on the way here too. So let's see. Let's see if that second gas comes in. Okay, one more second. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Kind of an experiment in silent, just observing, right? I'm just trying to figure something out with the car insurance. I appreciate your patience there. And Rich is in a great position here, isn't he? He's got bases down the left side. Oh, all these things are going to die, though. All these units are dead. But maybe we can take out the 6 o'clock. Kind of at a suicide attack here. What's up, Ansem? How you doing? Manoon loves the Scourge, apparently, which is nice. Scourge are cool. Can he actually get this hatch or not? Oh, my gosh. Dude, did you see how Effort opened up Mutas and lost every single Mutas to Corsair and didn't really do anything with them? That was super cool. This is why I don't like opening up Mutalisks against Protoss, man. Can he focus the hatch? A reverse shot on the hatch would be super cool. No, he's got to get out of there. Dude, Effort saves this sucker. Saves it with 191 hit points. Are you kidding me? Baller stuff. So every base on the map has been taken except for this, which I feel like should have been taken a minute ago. And this one, do I need a car wash? No. Not so much, Ansem, but just insurance stuff. It's super annoying. You know, classic being an adult and being a car owner shenaniganeries. Yeah, look at the defense at this base. He's like, let's not have this base die. How about that? That sounds pretty good. Yeah, you're not wrong about that, Wander. Not at all. So if Olympus can take these 2 bases, I think he can win. Not Olympus, sorry. This is Rich. If Rich can take these 2 bases, he can win. But if he can't, then Effort's going to be just fine here. So again, in these late game situations, it comes down to base count more than anything else. We know our compositions. Nothing crazy is happening here. Is that an attempted drop or a fake? Ooh, that's a fake drop from Effort. That's kind of nice, but he's taking this base. That's big. That's really big. I don't... Okay, there we go. Gets the Dark Swarm up. Archon's ready to charge in there. Reaver's unloading here as well. It's a big-time attempt to save this base. Yeah, Reavers are great. Jared's got food. You got to tell us what kind of food you have. You can't just say food. You got to tell us. That's the rule of the stream, I'm afraid. Yeah, Corsair Man, 3 kills. Kind of forgotten about back here, but still very cool. Dark Swarm's a great spell, but not enough to kill this base. Reavers counter it. Archon's Psystorm counters it. The countering is great. Hot Wing Bites. Oh, yeah. Gotta love them wings. Hot wings, especially. Overlord, checking to make sure this base doesn't exist yet. That's huge. This base is not here yet. I think Effort's cool. You know, despite the early blunder where he lost every one of his Mutalisks to Corsairs for almost no value at all, he's like, oh, okay. I guess I'll not try to make Mutas against a good Protoss player with Corsairs that have +1. Derp, why'd I try that again? I don't know. Sniping the obs. Nice plague again. But yeah, like I said about the game with Olympus, just this last one, I said, you know what? Taking it to 30 minutes against Effort is an achievement. Okay, that's a few drones down. Dude, 4 Reavers on a hatch. Wow, yeah, that takes down a hatch pretty quick, don't it? Oh, no, no, no. No, no, no. Oh, these drones. These drones could be so dead. I mean, they were bringing stuff to defend them, but yo, just sitting there a little bit longer. Minoon, barbecue and honey garlic chicken with rice and veggies sounds delicious. Reaver is a cool unit, Minoon. True fact. Articons. 322 upgrades on those suckers. Excellent. Effort trying to swing down here a little bit. I think Effort's done it, though. A great opening from Rich, man. He got those Corsairs. He controlled them well. He killed all the mutas. He expanded like a madman, but I think there were moments where he should have taken this space faster, should have locked down this space, and he didn't. So Effort grabs it, which is huge. And now I don't think he can keep up. Not economically. Look at this Reaver count, though. 6 Reavers. They are plagued into oblivion, but they are still 6 Reavers. Look, he's just sending Cracklings in to be like, we can trade a Ling for like 2 Scarabs. That's actually not a bad trade for us. Nice Plague. Yeah, Zerg's got 9,000 gas in the bank. When's the last time you saw a game at 30 minutes in a PvZ where the Zerg had 9,000 gas in the bank? It's been a long time. I mean, how much Zerg do you need to break 6 Reavers with Psystorm support? The answer is more than this. Ugh. Wander. No, like, I'm sorry, Rich. I appreciate what you're doing here today. I really do. But you're on the back foot so hard. You're mining out of all these bases. This base is not safe. If Rich can pull this off, it's going to be a modern-day miracle. Is what it's going to be. Chitinous plating is on the way. Shuttle doesn't die. It's empty, but that's a win. I mean, this is like last days of ire holding against the swarm type stuff here. But it's just too much. It's just too much. The bank is disappearing rapidly from Rich. All the tools that Protoss have to hold off this kind of a thing, they're here, but they're dying. And that's it, dude. Yeah, I mean, reinforcements are trying to come across the map and defend it, but there's hiders and lurkers here too. And this base is going to die, and the Reavers are good. But, I mean, again, if Rich can do this, If Rich can do this and take effort to this position here, man. Not bad. Like, we got to believe in Rich, man. Is he going to win the next ASL? Probably not. But can he qualify for the ASL? Can he make it to, like, the quarterfinals? I don't know. It's a lot to ask, but we had some newcomers into the quarterfinals and the semifinals this time. So, you know, never say never. And that's it. He's out. GG Effort gets the win. Woo! What a match. What a match that was. All right. So GG Effort wins, or Soma wins that one. But was I calling him Effort? I'm sorry. That was Soma the whole time. Yeah. So again, Rich taking Soma to 32 minutes, producing 200 total Zerg units today and killing 833. Look at this. Look at this Zerg. Look at it. 1,000 units produced to kill 200 Protoss warriors. If that's not PvZ in a nutshell, I don't know what it is. Wow. Wow. All right. GG. Let's go again, shall we? Shall we do Mihu versus Rich? How about this? Rich versus the best Chinese player, at least the best Chinese Terran player in the world, which is fun. Gonna get this started, gonna step away for a minute. I'm sorry, just a lot of stuff keeps coming up here, but thanks for being here. And the top side of Dominator, it's gonna be Rich. On the right side, it is Mihu the Great, all the way from China. Be right back on this. Hey, we're back. Are we going to use stasis on vultures? No, vultures did kill this base, but I don't think it really hurts Rich very much. Check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bases to 3 here. No sign of a 4th base. Observer says, hey, finally a 4th base here. I've been here for a while, dude. Mihu's in a lot of trouble here against Rich, man. Super map control here to Rich. 1-1 upgrades on those suckers. Tanks are at 1-1 as well. We got stasises for 4 days here on these arbiters. EMP has been researched. Thank you, Starboy. Thank you, 4 Prime. Sorry, man. I am just being pulled every which direction right now. I apologize. I'm usually not doing that on streams. I'm usually here for you, but doing my best with what I can. So, Arbiter dies. Gets a recall in here anyway as it dies. Wow. Psystorm on the siege tanks. EMP does get tossed, but that Arbiter still has energy, which means this base is dead, which means that Mihu's in a lot of trouble. Hold on, hold on. He can defend it. High ground siege tanks covering that command center pretty effectively. Not too bad. Stasis. He gets a pause. No, he doesn't even get a pause on the command center. Can he cancel that? Or can he do that? No, does not get a cancel on it. Does not get a kill on it either. See you later, 4 Prime. So, building some gateways down here. Not rebuilding the Nexus, which I feel like he could totally afford to do because he's casually got 4,700 minerals here. And getting extra gas would be nice, but he hasn't taken that gas, and he hasn't taken this gas, and he's just so heavily invested into Zealots, right? Arbiter here, not enough energy to do anything. Already got a stasis down. Psystorm in, forcing a liftoff on that command center. And, dude, I mean, trying to sneak a base up this way? No, that's an engineering bay for Mihu. Good grief. Yeah, this is looking tough. Gate. He's like, I got 4,500 minerals. I just need to be able to make 16,000 Zealots at a time. He's making 13 Dragoons at a time, which is intriguing. I don't know why he's not heavier on the Zealots, because, by golly, where are the Vultures? There aren't any. There are some Goliaths, there are no Vultures, and there's tanks. I keep thinking this is something down here, but it's just Spider Mines that are not being cleared out. There we go. Retaking this Nexus. I mean, this is as bullying a game you're going to see against a Terran player as you ever will. Psystorm the tanks. It takes 2 storms to kill a tank. Didn't get the second one off there. Vultures on the move out. Too many cannons for 5 vultures to handle, even if they do have upgrades. Yeah. Ow. Ow. I mean, sniping one of these probes is nice and everything, but whatever. So, production tab is 8 Zealots and 6 Dragoons at the same time here. I don't know. I don't know what Mihu is supposed to do right now. His bank is nothing. He's down 50 supply to the Protoss. The base count is intimidating for the toss. 7 total bases, 8 total bases here on Dominator. It's a 3-player map. He's just clearing Spider Mines with DTs. Not exactly the most cost-efficient way to do that. But here comes Mihu the Great. He's trying to make this thing happen anyway, folks. And here he is. Here he is ready to go. Stasis catching 3 of the siege tanks there. Excellent job. And yeah, just a run over here. Maybe more tanks are coming in backside for Mihu. Maybe he's got enough to hold this thing. But yeah, here's what you do. Classic. You shove it back. You come back. Grab the stuff as it comes out of stasis. Make sure it actually dies. And yeah, I mean, this is just an eternal PvT situation here, where these guys are going to come out of stasis. Nice, Max. Jamming hard. And can we save these tanks, Mihu? The answer is yes, he totally saves the tanks. Good job by him. All right, fair enough. We got another Stargate on the way, and more Arbiters here, too. not trying to go into carriers, is he? Or it's just 2 Stargate Arbiter. Maybe EMP does catch it, but the recall happens first. Ah! Somewhere Artosis is very upset. Nice recall up there. That was fantastic. Really, really good. Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of resources here. Maybe you're right, Max. Not a bad move. But yeah, just making 2 Arbiters at a time here is rich. Mihu trying to take this base. If he has any chance of winning this game, that's it right there. This base. I don't know, bank-wise, like this is just like the last game where the bank was so massively in favor of the Zerg. Yeah, Protoss taking this base as well. Engineering base sees it. Really not in a position to do anything about it. EMP does catch some Dragoons on the left side there, but not the Arbiter. No, it does catch it. But, dude, the overrun here. The overrun on this base is insane. Vultures are like, ah, Zealots, you say, our speciality. But then there's a ton of Dragoons here as well. The Arbiter's getting shots off. They do take down the CC. That's all he wanted this time. He wanted the CC. And that's it, folks. So, what are we looking at here in favor of Rich? He's winning this game. It's kind of 2 games in a row where I don't really have any questions about this. Oh, is that another recall into this base? I think it might have been. Either way. Can he save it? Siege tank shots. He can save the command center, yeah, but some SCVs got pulled. Some of them died. There's 50 to 73 is the advantage here for Rich here at 23 minutes. I mean, this is just... Yeah, this base is everything. This base is always everything. It always has been in this game. Whoever controls this base probably wins, and Rich has it, in addition to this main and natural combo, which is really nice. Obviously, on a 3-player map, if you can take the other main and natural combo, you're pretty much just going to win it, because there's not another main natural combo that your enemy can take in order to compensate. Just not even close. Recall in again. Locked up the computer by doing a print screen. We'll come back soon, I hope. Yes. Oh, did he EMP that Archon? He EMP'd that Archon as it is summoning. That's kind of neat. Anyway, trying to get up here and do some stuff. No, definitely not. Yeah, Archon dies immediately because it caught an EMP right to the face. Hey, small gear. And then back down to this base to kill it again. Look, man, you can't be on the back foot for this long, no matter who you are. And I know Mihu the Great is truly great, but... calls again. Look, man. This game is over. I don't know. Once again, this is the second game I've done today where it's just like, so... No? Like, one player's losing this game, no question about it. They're just too gosh darn stubborn to acknowledge it. They just don't want to tap out. We can clear it, they say. It's totally fine, they say. But no, it's not totally fine. I keep looking at the numbers. I keep looking at the state of the map. And I keep trying to figure out how. How does Mihu win this game? You move out like this. That leaves this base less covered. And you can't take everything with you anyway. So then the Protoss just comes in and stasises a bunch of stuff. And hits you from the south side. And hits you from the north side. And then you're like, oh, I can't kill any of these bases. We're done, man. Look, once the Terran realizes I can't get across the map and kill any of these bases at all, you just tap. You're done. You're done. You have 100 minerals in the bank. You've got 137 supply. Like, what? Times 2 speed. Times 2 speed. Yeah, these guys come out of stasis, die immediately. Exactly. Yeah, he's trying to push this base. That's also not happening. Look at this. Brawr. Rich is like, do I have to go carriers to beat you? Like, are you just going to tap out or do I have to get carriers? Is that the play? Hold on a second. I've not had this many phone calls in one day in the last decade, I swear. And finally, all right, good. Good heavens. Dear Mihu the Great, can we acknowledge we're dead 10 minutes before we're dead, please, next time? I appreciate it. Thank you. Crikey. Yeah. I just outproduced and outkilled, but guess what happened over here? Bam! It's like a third... It's like a third more money over the course of a 32-minute game. That's what we're talking about. That's how you win as Protoss versus Terran. You do that stuff. Okay. Let's do one more replay. Mini versus Hero. Sounds like a lot of fun. We haven't done a mini game recently on the channel, so let's do that. Okay. So, right side here of Dominator, it's Hero, and the south side, it's Mini. So, PvZ here. We haven't had Hero on the channel in a minute. We haven't had Mini on the channel in a minute either. It feels like it's all effort. It's all Soma. It's all rich. It's like a lot of that kind of stuff, just over and over and over again. If the match would have gone differently if they'd gone Wraith. See you later, Crimney. Have a good night. Thanks for being here. But yeah, I was going to say something. I don't know what. Oh, Wraith. Yeah, Wraith against Protoss is not good. We do not see that happen. So, we're overpool. Oh, hang on. 9 pooling. Straight up 9 pooling.
Ready to serve, my lord, in your name. For the king, defending your honor.
All right. Good job, level 80. What's up, dude? Anyway, Wraith not valid against Protoss. So what do we got? Bunch of Lings coming out with that 9 pool. We're expanding behind it as well. A little bit later on that hatch because of the early pool and the Lings that we made. Now, this is where Mini is like, oh, hold on a second. We got to wall this off. We really got to wall this off. Mini, buddy. So this Zealot's going to try to delay while somebody comes up here and walls this off or gets a forge or something. Just busy today, level 80, but hope you're doing well too. Second pylon. And then 5 Lings come in, which is enough to handle a Zealot. The probes do change that math. So maybe Mini can hold this. Nope, Zealot dies. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got Zealot and probe on this side of the map here too. And again, enough? Maybe. Yeah. Getting a probe kill there. Very nice. 2 kills on that Ling. Zealot's got 3 kills, but he's dead. And the probe has no kills and is also dead. So, bit of a 9 pool aggressive play here. Mini was fine. I thought he had to wall off. He didn't. He lost a couple probes. He lost a Zealot. He's expanding. Is at 19 to 9 workers. Trying to get a fast third base down here as Hero in response to this problem that he's having. Okay, Cybercore on the way. Third base, rockin' and rollin'. Hydroden, yes. Hydrogen production, no. Speed upgrade, though, yes. We're going to try to bust on the follow-up here. So it's 9 pool Ling aggression that didn't actually get as much done as I think he wanted to. It's 26 to 18 workers, heroes replacing his drones pretty darn effectively. Really not bad. Hydras are now in production 4 at a time. There's a Stargate coming out. But he also has a ton of Zealots. He's got cannon. He's got second cannon. He is not working on speed upgrade, but he does have a +1 attack on the way. He's getting a Citadel now. Do not get run by. Do not get run by. Do not get run by. All right, Mini covering it pretty effectively. Covering pretty effectively. Again, it's always a tough situation as a Protoss when you're like, that's a lot of Ling and Hydra coming my way, isn't it? I don't have any splash damage. The cannons and the Zealots are going to have to do the work here. +1. Not done. Not going to be done for a while either. Here comes Hero. 22 drones, 3 hatches, a lot of larva production. Another cannon coming up. He probably needs another one. I would throw up another one, but Mini's smarter than I am. Speed upgrade not going to be anywhere near done when this starts happening. Range upgrade finishing up momentarily, and the Hydras will start shooting now. And there it is. And here's the defense by Mini. Ling's trying to keep the Zealots off the Hydras. Hydras getting shots off onto the cannons, exactly to textbook here from Hero, and that's it. Mini taps out. Front door gets busted, and wow, that was a chaotic game. That was definitely some chaos there with the 9 pool aggression with the Zealots on this side of the map and this side of the map, and then Hero somehow magically gets a third base up, knows how to drone exactly to the point where he's got 22 drones. The Corsair was pretty much useless there. I think making Stargate was a mistake there for Mini, considering it was so many Hydras, but he didn't know. He didn't know until he made the Corsair to scout, so that kind of hurt him. So that is tough stuff. What's up, RJB? Tough stuff if you are, in fact, a Protoss, which you might be. So, GG's. Hero gets the win in a 7-minute game, a different game than we've had today so far. We've had a lot of long macro-style stuff. Yep, outspend by the Protoss doesn't really matter at this point, right? No, it doesn't. Not at all. Okay, let's head over to US West BattleNet. Let's get some live games rocking and rolling out here. How does that sound? Sounds pretty good. Today we did Olympus and Effort, Soma and Rich. We did Mihu versus Rich, and then Hero versus Mini. Good stuff. Do we get Zerg wins in every one of those games? Zerg win. Zerg win. Oh, I guess Protoss win against Terran, and then a Zerg win there too. Blech. Too much Zerg. How do you scout without Corsairs, says Nervoncock. Nervonku? Is that an ooh? I don't know. Hard to read that. Anyway, how do you scout without Corsairs? Zealots, probes, right? What you kind of got to do there. Anyway, let's go to US West BattleNet, get some live games going out here. You ever played with us before? Have ya? You want to give it a shot today? Feel free. Come join the party. We got Bazump here. We got Cushed Out. We got Starboy in the house as well. Savior Sword is busy today, so I don't think he's going to be playing live games, he said, which is totally fine. We can just, here, let's just start off with a bacon. What's up, Allbrand? Savior Sword's not here, so that means RJB can play. I mean, RJB can play whenever he wants. It's just a matter of Saber doesn't like to play with him because he says that RJB targets him in the bacon. Which, you know, he's been attacked a couple times. Max is on his way. All right, so just in case we're thinking about getting a free-for-all today, we have 0 donations here on a Thursday, which is far less than average. Again, we can look at Venmos, we can look at PayPal's, Venmo at Falcon Paladin, PayPal falconpaladin at gmail.com. We can cheer bits, we can gift subs, we can get a new channel membership on YouTube, we can sub ourselves with Prime out on Twitch. All that stuff counts towards the goal. So RJB's in there. I don't know why Nightbot is dead, intriguingly. Oh, it's double O, because you lost your Nirvanko account. So it's Nirvanko, but with an ooh there, because you lost access to your first one. That sucks. Sorry to hear that. So we got RJB, Starboy, Bazumps in here. JYJ needs a bit of a break. That's totally fine. So yeah, happy Thursday. Again, it's been a busy one for me. I'm trying to figure out some car shenanigans that are going on. Been talking to insurance, super annoying. Never talk to insurance if you can avoid talking to insurance, is what I always say. Oh, no. The car basically needs an engine replacement, which is super fun. So we just needed it towed somewhere and use the insurance for that. So, good stuff. Max, I thought you had an SSD. There he is. All right, so Max is here. Is RJB? I guess RJB's back. Interesting mix here, too. Starboy, probably not going to win this thing. Max Power, probably not going to win this thing. RJB and Bazump are pretty strong. RJB probably the favorite. He's back. Let's go. Hey, what's up, Andy? It is, right? Insurance is the worst. I think that's something everybody can agree with. Gacha gabagool. Gacha gabagool. Okay, top left of Allegro. It is Starboy playing Magenta Zerg as he likes to do. Top right, it is RJB. Bottom right, we've got Bazump playing Zerg as well. And then Max is doing Maxi things, Dark Blue and Protoss. Ooh, got a new all-year base map specifically designed for a ZVZ. Okay. Can do. Got it. All right. I'm going to get some water. Be right back. Tap that like button. Follow if you haven't. And if you want a free-for-all today, you know how to get it. All right, how we doing here? We killing Starboy? Yeah. Flags, got a couple steals here already, right? We got one capture for Starboy. And then a capture down here too from Max. RJB doesn't have one, Bazump doesn't have one. Getting early captures is like meh. But we do have Hydras, which are a good answer to these Vultures. So hey, Starboy is getting some good stuff done here, right? Flag gets picked up by Max. There is a lurker back here preventing him from going right back home, so he's taking an alternate path down this left side, going out the top side, coming down the left side, and going back to his base. So Max getting captures. Bazump casually has 4 kills. I mean, Hydras against Vulture Valkyries is totally fine. Like, would you kill Max? Max is winning. Well, if he ever returns this flag, which he's not doing, I guess? No, he's kind of hiding it over here. He is hiding it over here. What you doing, guy? You have control of the center. I guess you don't have a probe up there yet. This lurker's a major problem. The lurker rush here from Bazump is being an issue for sure. Macro hatch here on 3 bases for Starboy. Workers need to get to work there. Still just about a brand new second base here from JYJ. So this is going to be a Zerg sandwich. Max is going to get Zerg sandwich. What's up, 4 Prime? Why is RJB hurting the Starboy? Because RJB doesn't like capture the flag? He just prefers to be out here killing people. Ah, siege tanks. Alright, time for an observatory, Max. Do you have one of those? No, he has a robo. He is building an observatory now. So, observatory, yes. Got what he needs to handle these lurkers, but he needs the detection for it, which he's getting very close to happening. RJB can just expand down here. JYJ is going after Bazump. There's lurker, there's sunken, there's spore here. Wow. That probably couldn't have gone worse. Valkyrie's hunting overlords, there's spores, there's hydras. This Valkyrie's got 5 kills, though. It's doing all right. She's getting it done. Ah, the Valkyrie attack is always so good. Always so good. Yeah, if you have enough hydras, you can fight lurkers. That's not enough. So, 2 captures for Starboy. 0 captures for RJB. 1 capture down here for Bazump. And 1 capture here for Max. Ah, Suicide Vulture gets in and does stop the capture by Bazump, but dies itself. Totally a fair trade. Another drone coming up from Bazump. He's like, I saw that coming. Let's make sure we have another drone here. There it is. Let's go. So 3 captures for Bazump. The siege tanks are going to make further captures extremely difficult because they are covering the center here. Yeah, the siege tank count here is going to be tough. As always, on Steal the Bacon, if a good Terran player gets in the middle of the map here with turrets and Goliaths and siege tanks and just kind of parks, it's really hard to dislodge him from this position. So we'll see. We'll see if Bazump can pull it off. We'll see if Max can get something going as well. Again, RJB sometimes just really doesn't even want to spend any time whatsoever trying to get the flag. He's just here to get maybe 3 bases, 4 bases, control center, keep everyone else from getting captures, etc., etc. RJB does decide maybe I'll get a capture. Why not? Let's do this thing. If you're Terran, you cry against early lurkers. I guess. Yay, RJB's on the board. Nobody has 0 captures now. RJB just casually bucket brigading now. Siege tank count pretty big. 1-1 upgrades on those suckers. Starboy doesn't really want to challenge that with the Hydras he's got. Bazump has a lot of static defense, which means his worker count isn't as good, which means his army value is not as good either. It all just kind of boils down from there. Although this is happening, do we think this is a fake out, or do we think this is real? This is probably real. Yep. So a bunch of SCVs are getting absolutely destroyed here. RJB losing a ton. Bazump's like, you don't get to have this base just for free. I'm going to kill a ton of your SCVs. Yeah, and you kill the command center and you stay out of range of the high ground siege tanks because you don't need to take shots from the high ground siege tanks, actually. Or he does. All right. Dude, he's going to save this with the repair. Yeah, he's going to save it. Unless you sit out here and fire away. Wow. All right. Totally saved it. Insane. How about this base dying? This base would be good too. RJB is up to 2 captures. Can't tell if the flag's here or not because of the science vessel positioning, which I think is very intentional by RJB here. He's like, I don't want you to be able to know if the flag's there. I mean, the timer's running, so it's not there. Ah, they got a +1 attack. I feel like if these Hydras had a +1 attack when they were attacking that command center earlier, it would have gone a lot better. I guess we're going to get this. Fair enough. I'm kind of surprised RJB didn't do anything to stop this from happening. Flag is in the middle. Here's the return, going to be a 4th capture from RJB. He just lost this base. He doesn't get this base, and this base is in trouble, but alive. RJB is sandbagging. What's up, Dev? Totally sandbagging here because, I don't know, that's what he does when he plays on the live streams, is he says that he sandbags. So he's just donating SCVs up here, which is one thing to do. Mass Hydra. High ground siege tanks. 2-2 siege tanks. All right. Bazump is giving RJB a taste of his own medicine. The problem is Mass Hydra against mech is hard to do. Like, I don't know why you wouldn't just land up here. There's a turret and, like, a Goliath. I kind of feel like unloading, like, loading up and getting up there would be nice. But, yo, this is just a kill zone. This is kill box type stuff, man. All right, so it does force RJB to give up some of the control he has on the center, also focus on not getting his 5th capture. I don't know if Max is going to move out anytime soon. I mean, classic Max, right? 200 supply of Max, double the supply of anybody in the game, sitting in his base. Just hanging out. You know, I've not seen The Mandalorian and Grogu. No, Ansem. I really don't want to see it. I don't want to pay $10 to see another episode of The Mandalorian TV show, which is what it is. What's up, Jericho? Bazump versus RJB grudge match. So Max moves out. Grogo is cute. Don't really care. He doesn't get any character progression. We don't learn anything about him. Meh. Meh. Alright. So Max is like, what's up, fools? Be right back. Chaos on display, plaguing on the cannons. Love a good plague on the cannons. Max is sitting here with the flag. He's got 4 captures. A 5th one would be nice. Here we go. He's on the return now. Siege tanks have arrived. RJB has cleared out whatever the heck Bazump was doing to him. Bazump is up here plaguing. I love the Nexus in the middle, by the way. That's a giant plague, though. Holy cow, that's a huge plague. And then, against a player that's not paying attention, it does drag the units into lurkers, and everybody dies. Okay. What's up, Ewu? Hello, Mr. Bird Paladin. How does Starboy have 170 APM and a 6,000 mineral bank? I don't know. He's got some ultras, though. That's nice. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2. We've got 5 captures from RJB, 4 from Max, 3 from Bazump, and 2 from Starboy. This is one of the most hotly contested bacons we've had on the channel in a while. But I mean, fully upgraded mech, which is not quite there yet. It's very hard for anyone to deal with. Zerg Protoss. Terran has a hard time dealing with this much mech as well. Starboy sent some mutas into Max's base. They get annihilated. I think it was only a couple of them. It's like, I forgot about those stacked missile turrets that protect you from that sort of thing. Is Max going to make this return, or is he going to lose out on a capture because he's trying to be smart? He makes the return. Good job, Max. Listening to the stream has benefits sometimes. All right. Flag is up. RJB just needs a couple more captures to win this whole darn thing. There's the pickup. There's the return. Covering it with mech is great. Now, can this be intercepted? Can anyone do anything about this? It's going to have to be drops. which is what the Goliaths are for, is anti-drop stuff here. Hey, what's up, Happy? Sounds good, man. Sounds great, man. Sounds like the best, man. Okay, fine. I guess we're just up into the third base. Let's wipe that out. Where is the flag? It doesn't matter. It's captured. Here it is. 7th capture. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Intercepted by Starboy's Mutalisks. Okay, the flag is here, though. It is. The flag is here. Everybody ganging up on RJB because he's got 6 captures and 1 more. He wins. A Radiate on the Mutas is a good answer. Science Vessel dies. +1 attack from Starboy on those Mutt-Mutts. I'd be a great singer. I am a good singer. Just, you know. Hard to make money being a singer. Hard to make money being a streamer, too, I guess, is what somebody would say. So flag is up, 132. Max is back with 2-1-1 upgrades. The Muta's actually going to wipe out these tanks. But we'll let Max turn into these tanks instead, Starboy says, which is actually a pretty high-level decision. Because, yeah, all of Max stuff dying actually helps. No, Starboy tries it. RJB picks it up. 1 Mutalisk chasing the SCV. It dies. Here he goes. Can anybody intercept the 7th capture? The answer is no. This 1 Mutalisk is not going to do it. Sorry, man. Definitely not. RJB gets the win. It was a hard-fought battle. To be sure, 7, 5, 3, and 2. Lot of captures, but only one person can get 7. And that person is RJB doing an SCV celebration dance before tossing it down. And by that I mean not toss. There it is. Does toss it down. GG RJB. Well done. Well done. Excellent stuff. Killed the most stuff RJB did. Again, tanks are good at that. Bazump with the outspend, but Hydro Lurker, Defiler, hard to make work against mech. Really hard to make work against mech. All right. By request of I shall return, we're going to do an all your base, all Zerg map. Okay, so you gotta choose Zerg. Here it is, the ZZvZZ, version 2.8 Z. The ZZvZZ. Specifically designed for an all ZVZ. So, use map settings or just go... Yeah, use map settings. It's always use map settings with this map anyway. Let's go. Also, FIFA decided to not let attendees bring their own water bottles into FIFA games during the World Cup. People are mad about it. Here's our news event. FIFA bans fans from taking water bottles into World Cup stadiums and a last-minute reversal. Fans headed to the games at the World Cup will be banned from taking reusable water bottles into stadiums, a last-minute policy reversal that could add to concerns about heat at this summer's tournament. FIFA made the decision to prohibit bottles to prevent risk and injury to players and attendees, a spokesperson for the global soccer governing body told NBC News in a statement Thursday. Outside bottles are already prohibited at several of these venues for safety considerations, and FIFA is applying this consideration across its tournament stadiums. The statement said the move comes as heat is expected to be a major issue during the tournament, which is being jointly hosted by the United States, Mexico, and Canada. You could sing good country music. I do not like country music, but I guess I could. Suppose I could. Oh, Canada, my home and native land. Anyway, people are pissed off about that. FIFA making people mad. What else is new? What else is new? Nothing else is new. So, we got 2 people here. Might have to move this, possibly? To tomorrow, maybe? Oh, we got RJB's in. Bazump is in. 4 Prime is in. How many people bailed? That's it. Max is in. Nice. You're in, Max. You made it. Yeah, biocarrier. That's exactly the point. How much are you going to charge for water? Oh, Nightbot is back. What's up, Nightbot? What's up, J-Tox? Halls of Olympus. Call my name. Doesn't that mean you're dying? J-Tox, don't die. Maybe don't password protect it. I mean... Chaos, though. Passwords suck. Come on, it's not that hard. It's kind of tempting, you know, to be a god and all. Yeah, I think for most people... I guess most people it would be tempting to be a god, right? Sounds nice. Depends on what kind of responsibilities you have. Like, if being a god means you're responsible for, like, billions and billions and billions of people, like, that's not fun. Depends on what kind of god you are. Right. That's what I'm saying. If you have responsibilities to mortals, it sounds bleh. But if you don't have any responsibilities to mortals, then, like, okay. Alright. Maybe it's not too bad. I was at one point when the kids were young. Suppose that's true enough. Alright, let's 2v2 it. I don't care. Pow! Let's do this. Dun 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 dun. So, top side of the map, all your base. Zerg player, it is Max. His teammate is 4 Prime. Down south, we got Bazump and RJB. So, I Shall Return said, what's up, and there should be some creep colonies right about here. So, Overlords, check this real quick, please. Ah, look! It is creep. So that's a 5-minute no rush, Max. Specifically because of people like you. Yeah, so there's creeps here. How do you prevent the rush? Maybe you don't? Like, are we just holding to a 5-minute timer here, or what? Chiptune compilation, nice. Are we just like, we prevent rushes because you can just build creeps here and sunken and defend? Or is the 5-minute no rush and there's a CC on the side? Oh. You can infest command centers. That's fun. I like that I Shall Return. But seriously, okay, so when you said 5-minute no rush, you're just like, this is just an honorable thing? I don't know. We'll see. Still no pool for Max. He's going gas. Now he's getting a pool. That's fine. Early gas is fine here. I Shall Return says, I guess we can rush. Okay. Whatever. You guys do what you want. I'm not going to punish you for anything at this point. Or ever, really, I guess. So 4 Prime's going to scout in a ZVZ, which does seem pretty gosh darn important. Four Prime's like, I don't like the idea of a Muta Wars. Might be a quick game indeed. But Manoon says I'm a boy, but I'm pretty as a girl. Oh, so you're a femboy. I gotcha. I've read about those online. J-Talk says, getting Burrow is always nice. And some players do get Burrow. We've seen Burrow in TvZ actually quite a bit on the channel recently. Four Prime's like, Teal might be making a lot of lings. This is kind of sneaky out of Teal. I like that. One creep, double hatch, one gas. Still getting gas. I can't imagine he's just now starting speed. Like, he doesn't have it on the way, but also we don't have a production tab, so. The Zomp heads back home. Overlord's covering the area. Ling's covering the area, but not this area. Sneakiness abounds. StarCraft Remastered looks awesome. But my codec is also very good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way StarCraft looks on my computer when I stream it. I think it's better than most other people's. I don't know why. I've shared my settings, my graphic settings with a lot of people, and they seem happy about that. Okay, Ling sees the lair. Ling sees the Matro Hatch. Sees another creep here. I mean, not that you really need this for anything, but it's nice to have, I guess. Yep, there's your lair. There's your lair already done. There's a Spire coming up at 4:30. Yep, for RJB. So he's got a Spire on the way. Lair not done. Lair done Hydraden from Max here at 440. So he's going to be Hydras against Mutas, which is not great against someone who's really good with Mutas, unfortunately. So yeah, nobody's Ling flooding. Some of the mineral patches are infinite, yes. Four Prime trying to be annoying. So yeah, check this out. So 4 of these patches have 50,000 minerals on them. The rest of them have about 1,500. So you're never going to run out of money up here, but your income will be cut in half as soon as those 1,500s are gone. The sneakiness on display here from Bazump is something else, man. So, interestingly enough, Bazump here, I'm getting them backwards. This is RJB, and this is Bazump. I don't know why I keep thinking RJB is gray. But either way, Bazump's sending some Lings in. We got some Hydras over here from RJB. He's probably working on Lurker Aspect. There are the command centers you can attack and turn into infested CCs if you want, which is very fun. Gotcha, Manoon. And there are the Lurker eggs, and this is Max being like, hold on a second. What? Quick. Kill it. Kill it now. I don't think you're in time. Ah! Ling's buying time. Four Prime's like, no! What is happening over here? My slow Hydras against Speedlings are not going to do very well. No, they're really not going to do very well, actually, at all. Okay, he gets lurkers up here. Run! He's like, I have detection, but I don't know that I have enough to actually stop these lurkers. Ah, all of the drones are turned body block for the sunken to kill the stuff, but there's not enough to do that. There are Scourge here from 4 Prime. Max is like, I am not a Zerg player. This is dumb. And Max rage quits on out of there, but he was dying anyway. I don't think 4 Prime was in a position to save him. At least not in time. All right, he's got some Scourge. Does he have enough money to make mutas? Kind of. He's got a couple of them. But Max is dead anyway. Hydra Den down. Spawning pool down. Can he save this? I don't think so. Well, I'm glad you think it looks awesome. And again, I try to make it look awesome. I think this is fun. I think this has potential, Mr. I Shall Return. I mean, obviously, if we can get more people here to try it out, maybe on Saturday, we'll give it a try. There are usually more people here then. These lurkers are dead, yeah. But 4 Prime's at 29 supply, but Zump and RJB are at 86 supply combined, which is going to be a tough nut to crack here. Muta's obviously out here from Bazump. RJB's probably got spores coming up. He does. He's got spores. Might make some more spores in addition to the hiders he already has. Scourge connections, pretty good there. 4 mutas remaining for 4 Prime, which is not a lot. Is not happening. And that's it. GG. Max not having a good time with it. Doesn't like playing Zerg. He's more of a Protoss Terran kind of guy. Good deal. All right. Nice job, RJB, with that outspend. Excellent stuff. We'll come back to that on Saturday, I think. Make that happen. Let's try to fill a Phantom mode lobby. I think Happy said he was coming. He had to eat. 4 Prime got sad. Yeah, sometimes StarCraft makes us sad. But, you know, we get into the next game, we forget the last one. The last one doesn't matter anymore. Not even close. Oh, right. Happy had the bathroom, not the eating. Either way, he's here now. Hooray! Happy's here for a Happy Phantom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Four Prime, Max, Happy. RJB's like, I gotta go to bed soon. Well, then make it a fast one then. You can do that. Just try to kill someone. Jericho's in here. Sergeant Ranch is here. What's up, Sergeant Ranch? Happy just made it so everybody that joins is auto set to random. Huh. RJB, we need you though. Just come in and 4-pool somebody. Have fun with it. It'll take 3 minutes. We need you. we also need one more person, actually. Come on in. It's fun. The water's great. Easy to do. Nice. RJB's in. Wait, we lost Jericho. Son of a biscuit. Jericho, come back in. Jericho was dropped from the game. Psychonauts is here. Woo! All right, Psychonauts in. Jericho's got to come back. Got it. Let's go. 4 Prime, Max, RJB, Psychonauts, Happy, Sergeant Rant, Bazump, Jericho. Thank you, RJB. I appreciate it. I appreciate your sacrifice here. I know it's late. I know it's really late. Let's go. All right. Phantom, June 4, 2026. Hey, what's up, furries? How you doing? Top left, Happy Phantom reaction. It's Bazump, 12 o'clock. Happy. Top right, Psychonauts tearing it. Right side, Zerg player, Sergeant Ranch. Bottom right, Jericho, Protoss, 6 o'clock, 4 Prime. Bottom left, Max. And over here, we got a Protoss. It is, in fact, RJB, who is not 4-pooling because he's a Protoss, even though I told him to. We'll see what his plan is here. Maybe he's planning on doing something as cheesy as a 4-pool is, which would be a cannon rush. Although, putting your pylon here when you're cannon rushing is kind of weird, but I don't know. It's a Phantom mode. You can get away with a lot of stuff. So this is Jericho calling Paladin. Max says he's a Knight. And that's about it. So, we got 2 townies. The countdown reveals a mayor. Who the mayor is, if there is a mayor. So no, it has nothing to do with encouraging fighting in this one. There is a new Phantom where there's a timer that shares map vision and eventually reveals who the Phantoms are if you don't fight. So that's a different one, though. But this is just casually mayor reveal. If there's not a mayor, then meh, it doesn't really matter. Wow. So RJB goes Nexus first out here. All right. And he's scouting out. You gonna do the thing? No? Is going 3 Nexus? Look how RJB's like, I gotta go to bed soon. So I'm gonna go 3 Nexus before anything. He's got a pylon. He doesn't have any gas. He doesn't have a gateway. I mean, there's definitely at least 1 Phantom in here, furries. I don't know if we have more than 1, though. So we go Gate Forge after the 3 Nexus from our JP. He's being serious about this. He's not actually going something cheesy at all. It's the opposite. It's economic cheese. Third base for 4 Prime also happening. Third base here from Sergeant Ranch. And then a third base from Happy. So, yeah, we're looking at players getting third bases, which, you know, there's only a certain number. Only a certain number of third bases you can take. Lair coming up. For Happy. Happy does weird stuff. He always does weird stuff. Is that a lot of queens? Is it going to be like infinite cracklings, which is weird, but not too weird as queens is anyway. 4 Prime is going to go for his Mass Wraith strategy. He's got 1 factory and he lifts it, and probably going to go Mass Wraith. Would be my guess. Max, just now expanding, going 3 gates Cybercore before expansion. Furries is a big fan of Happy. I agree. Happy's a lot of fun. Got a Hydroden, so it's not going to be Massling. Unless the Hydroden is just for safety. Entirely possible. Triple star port. Oh, 4 Prime doing his triple star port wraith stuff. He loves his wraiths. Science facility for detection if necessary. I don't know if we had this conversation. Sergeant Ranch is like, who's lagging? Who's got a 14 4K modem? That means Sergeant Ranch is old. If you know the baud limits for early modems and early internet, you're old. 14.4 was like, I think 14.4 was like the first really usable speed for internet back in the day. 64 was awesome. 64K was fantastic for the time. 14.4 was good. 9600 baud was like, meh. Horrible. And I forget what was before 9600 baud. So basically it was like 2400 baud, 9600 baud, then the 1440 is the big one. And I guess you could get 28.8 and then 56. But yeah, 1200 baud, right? 9600 baud. Ugh. Terrible. But I mean, those speeds were really just for text. Right? There were a lot of online bulletin boards that literally just provided you with text. You could talk with people on a message board that had no images at all. That's what the early internet communication was, were these BBSs, bulletin boards. They were very cool. But then once you started wanting to share images and videos and stuff, 1440 was necessary for that kind of a thing. Good times. Good times. 56.6. Yeah, 56.6 was a good one. So RJB's getting carriers, or maybe Mass Scout. We'll see what pops out of the Stargate here first. Could be either one. Is he canceling stuff? It's got to be carrier. It is taking way too long to build this. Scout. All right, cool. So you're going 3 Nexus before anything else into Mass Scout with upgrades at the Fleet Beacon for speed and whatnot too. I have a StarCraft Evolution game posting next week that involves somebody trying to go Mass Scout against a StarCraft 2 Terran player, and it's like, okay, first of all, Mass Scout is crazy against anything. But against a StarCraft 2 Terran, it's what? With Maelstrom. With Maelstrom supporting the Scouts. It's a really crazy game. +1 attack, +1 shields, actually, on these Scouts is interesting. Max is just mass Zealot, some DTs, which means he is not going to attack a Protoss. He's not going to attack a Zerg either. He's got to attack a Terran with that. Yeah, I think you're right about that, BioCarry. I think the last baud speed was 1200. I mean, I guess there were some 9600 bauds. Oh, 12,000, not 1200. 12,000. I don't know. I'm trying to remember the exact numbers there, but yeah. Once you started getting into the Ks, then things got nice. It's just, it was amazing how fast it all went, too, because we went from no internet. Like, my parents bought a home computer in 1990, came with, I always tell this story, but my favorite story about early computers is that the sales guy was like, all right, so we've got this 10 megabyte hard drive here. You'll never fill that up. But we also have this 20 megabyte hard drive that you'll really never, ever fill up. And we were like, wow, 20 megabytes. Holy cow. And then within, you know, the next 10 years, we've got stuff on CDs and we've got gigabyte hard drives. Like, it just went so fast. So no internet. To DSL. To, I had a T1 line in my freshman dorm at BYU in the fall of the year 2001. Spring of the year 2001. So, I mean, like, from 1990, no internet to instant internet as fast as anything we've got today, pretty much. In 10 years is just, lickety split. Hey, what's up, Dithril? This is Happy Phantom. Here, read that Google Doc that explains everything that's going on in Happy Phantom, because there's a lot to learn, but effectively, no, it's not teams. Everybody's sort of all on the same team, but also not really. There are some hidden phantoms in here that are trying to make everybody suspect everybody else and throw suspicion off themselves, and you know the drill. What's up, Goat? Mr. Goat is here. Bah. Ah. So RJB is going Mass Scout for the lulz. Happy appears to be doing a bunch of Ling Defiler Hydra stuff. It's fine. Some Queens too, just for the heck of it. He's got a double Spire going. No Greater Spire, but he does have a Hive. And this lag is abominable. And no accusations yet either. I'm doing all right, Goat. I have to talk to car insurance people like 3 times today, which not fun. Don't like doing that. Well, now we get some accusations. Psychonauts, Bazump. The colors are too close for people, I think. This tan color and this pink color are a little bit too close for some people who have a hard time differentiating their colors. So much static for white? What are you talking about? I don't have any static. My computer's doing great with this white color here. Doing good with the red, the yellow. Never get static. Sure, I guess RJB's in here fighting against Sergeant Ranch a little bit. Bazump ready to go. Jericho says, Happy's a pirate. I mean, that's entirely possible. He doesn't have a lot. I like that he's got overlords on patrol, though. This is like a screensaver. Guys, remember screensavers? Anyway, are they trying to kill RJB? It looks like Happy's defending RJB, if nothing else. They're allied. Here comes Sergeant Ranch. RJB says, he's a phantom. Ah, quick, fight the Hydras with your scouts. Which generally doesn't work. Nice ensnare. Get gooed on. Hydras die immediately. Does slow their attack speed if they get ensnared. Sergeant Ranch says, I am a slayer. How darest thou? We've got Bazump with dropships. Where's he going with the dropships? I don't know. Going back home, I guess. He decides to move out and then do nothing. Like, you know, this is fine. We'll just let this happen. Here comes a bunch of Psychonauts as well. Is he going to kill RJB? I mean, these scouts are doing pretty well, dude. 2-1 upgrades against 2-2. Sergeant Wrench is also... Oh, you know, stop attacking. I think Purple's a pirate, so I will do nothing, says Happy. Dun, dun, dun. Psychonauts, is he going in? I mean, RJB already lost his third. These 2-2 Hydras aren't really in numbers that they really need to be. but they're trading against them anyway. Okay, Psycho Nuts is like, what's up? What is up, everybody? Die. Oh, Plagues the Probes, just for the heck of it, too. Happy's having a good time with that. 4 Prime says, Max is 2 racing. That's good information to have. Look at this micro. Look at this Scout micro. Fancy Scout micro is fancy, but not enough to kill everything here. Shield batteries to fall back to. Alright, so RJB is dead. Is dead. Ah, pirate! RJB was a pirate. Let's go. 17-minute pirate. There it is. Ba-bam. It means all the minerals on the map are gone. A recall of Jericho onto Sergeant Ranch. Just for the fun of it. I don't know. Jericho doesn't seem to be accusing anyone of anything, but he's doing the thing. Jericho's like, I'm a paladin and you are sus, and that's all I have to say. Sergeant Ranch is trying to die slow, but whew. Poor Prime is trying to kill Jericho, and Paladin down. Nice job, 4 Prime. Does that save Sergeant Ranch? It does. It kind of saves Sergeant Ranch. Ah! And he gets his Executioner win. Nice, 4 Prime. Okay, I thought that was just to be a dick, but nope. He had a job to kill a Paladin, and Jericho was a Paladin, and he got him to rage quit out and win. So that's it. 4 Prime's gone. Paladin Jericho's gone. Sergeant Ranch is effectively dead. If there are 2 Phantoms, then I think everyone's out, except for the Phantoms. What's up, little fish boy? Make StarCraft a religion so I can take Thursdays off. I mean, I got StarCraft here every day of the week, but, you know, Thursday is a good one for sure. Why did Red leave? Red left because he won. He was an Executioner. Which, I mean, I don't know. I think it'd be fine if the Executioner stuck around after they won, right? Like, would that ruin anything? I guess we're killing Happy next. Okie doke. Nice job, 4 Prime. Happy's dead. Happy can't actually handle this. Happy can't stop these Marines. All he's got are some Hydras and some Queens. That's it, dude. I guess he has some Lurkers back here. Could be worse. Right, so lurkers are good. Meanwhile, dropping all over Max. But Zump's like, nah, great stasis, better lockdown. Woo! On those arbiters, though. DTs are in here trying to kill stuff. There is science vessels that are not stasis, providing detection there. Ghost locking down another group of things. Awesome. Is he gonna nuke? Wait, what? Is he just nuking up there? Okay. Oh, over here and up here. Double nukes! Ba-bam! And then nuke number 2. Numero dos. Woo! Happy, what are you? Yes, says Happy. Max, losing a lot of stuff. To Pazump. So, Max has got Dark Archons. Max is stolen a science vessel, which is great. He's building a bunch of cannons. Not going to help against these tanks very much, is it? No. Ah, EMP is a group of High Templar. There's a whole bunch more down there, though. Problem is, if all you have are High Templar and cannons, siege tanks just kind of ruined that whole concept. That whole concept dies, folks. All of it. No questions. Sergeant Ranch is like, huh. Well, all the minerals are gone, so I can't exactly rebuild. I guess I'll get some gas and make lurkers? I don't know, dude. Is that a good idea? Who knows? Again, if there are 2 phantoms, you just win at this point. If there are not 2 phantoms and it's only 1 phantom, then yes, let's be safe. Let's maybe wait for 1 more person to die. If it's Max alone, it's going to be tough for Max. Sure, Happy's killing Psychonauts. Why not? Let's kill Psychonauts. Sounds reasonable. He doesn't have a lot anymore. He's an easy kill, I suppose. I love these Hydras, like, rallying into the main base. Not sure what that's all about, but whatever. Siege tank versus lurker, pretty good. Sergeant Ranch is like, Happy is just murdering folks for no reason. Max is massing carriers off of absolutely no mineral income whatsoever. Keeps EMPing the High Templar. Dude, if it's Max and he wins, my SK Terran leaves something to be desired. You just need more science vessels is all. Gets a plague on the carriers. Interceptor count is pretty hefty for someone that doesn't have any minerals on the map at all. Dude, if it's Max, he might win this. If Happy is another Phantom, then yeah, they definitely win. But if Happy's just playing Chaos Goblin... Okay, but also, no way, Jose. No. Alright, shuts that down. Nicely done, Max. Hydras fighting against carriers that are plagued, but do have 3, 3, 2 on the upgrades. It's a lot of upgrades, man. But working together with Hydra Goliath, a little bit of EMP action in conjunction with those plagues would be so good. Oh my gosh. EMP them. EMP them! Yes! Yes! Hit them with anything and they'll die. Oh my gosh, they're EMP'd and plagued. Not all of them are, but most of them are. Classic Protoss sitting back here hanging out. Dude, so many of these carriers have like 20 shields and that's it. Standing between them and death. It's the combination. It's simply the combination. Nice ensnare as well. He is still producing carriers. Dude, it's gotta be max. It's gotta be max. And if he can just hold... Yeah, the plague. I mean, if these carriers are going to do something, it's going to be tough. Oh, gosh. The sound of carriers dying. Ow, ow, ow. More carriers produced all the time. I don't think any other shenanigans are happening. Nobody seems to be attacking anybody else. Nuclear launch detected. Ghost dies. Don't think that one's happening. He's got some mind-controlled tanks down here that are doing pretty well. Once again, every carrier that shows up gets plagued into eternity. But if he can just drain the banks of everybody else that's out here, Max can win this thing. I'm just saying. He can lose carriers if he's a Phantom, because he can replace the carriers, and nobody else has any income. We learned yesterday that Knight passive income isn't even that good for minerals. It's like maybe a base, whereas Phantoms have so much money. Okay, this is important. If you're going to kill the Phantom, killing their production's a big deal. So, Lurker Hydra. He mind controls a Lurker. It dies immediately. That's a lot of Lurkers, but again... I don't know if these Lurkers can kill the... Okay. He's consuming Lurkers to get Dark Swarm down there as much as possible. Psychonauts is like, he's distracted. He's distracted at his back. Hit the front. Hit the front. Man, is Happy out of steam, do you think? The mutas are killing carriers because so many of them are plagued and EMP'd. Keep making interceptors max. Some of these carrier interceptors are not being made. Nice ensnare. Nice spawn broodling, I guess. Is Happy... I think Happy's just done. Happy doesn't have anything. He's sending overlords down in like 2 hiders at a time. Doesn't seem like enough. Oh, that Dark Swarm was clutch. That Dark Swarm was clutch. Dude, just make carriers, huh? Just make carriers. I mean, the Dark Swarms are good. Max is not backing out of the Dark Swarm. He's just kind of fighting in it. Max, bud, get out of the Dark Swarm. Come on. There you go. Good kid. You got this. Nice Plague again. Fine. Okay, so finally, this little setup. That Defiler dies. He's done a lot of pain. Needs more. Is it more pylons? Need more Stargates? Yeah, how cooked is everyone? Anyone have any money left at all? The EMP is good. The EMP play combo is good, but what can take advantage of it? These Goliaths certainly can. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. Blah, blah, blah. Somehow not hitting the EMP plagued ones as much as you'd want them to. Max, keep producing off Stargates. You've got idle Stargates. He's making pylons because I think he's supply blocked. Hard to know. It'd be hilarious if Happy was another Phantom here and just, like, not doing it. I think everybody else is just running out of everything. I don't think they have stuff. Every time he moves out, he gets plagued, though. That's good. Some high ground cannons? Yeah, high ground cannons would be pretty sweet. Bazump's out, he says. Happy's out. Psychonaut's out. Are you serious? Is this the first Phantom that Max has won? Oh my gosh. Who was Executioner? What did Executioner have to kill? Happy. Dude, did Max get solo Phantom win today? That's impossible. That never happened. I don't think that's ever happened once. Good job, Max. I mean, part of it is Happy was kind of going crazy there for a while, and the whole Executioner, the whole 4' Jericho relationship helped. You were Executioner to kill Paladin, so I don't know why the other player got it. Yeah, you should ask Happy how that works. If two people are Executioner to kill the same thing, then how does that split out? Was Bazump a Paladin? Who knows? GG, that was fun. That was fun. Good job, RJB. Max had help from Pirate and Executioner, yes. Very true. I don't know. Let's do another one. Unless you guys want a free-for-all, in which case we are $25 short. So let me know if you want it. If not, totally fine. We'll try for one on the Friday. Happy was a Slayer. Why did Happy try to kill Psychonauts? That's the one thing I'm a little bit confused about. That was just chaos, man. That's what that was. All right, Goat's in there. Stepping away. Let's see what we get. Da, 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 da. When I was 17, I drank some very good beer. What's up yesterday? Indeed, it sure was happy. Psychonauts, we got James here. Bazump, happy goat yesterday. I mean, I think Max might as well just jump in here because we're not getting a free-for-all today, which is fine. You were suspicious of Psycho, but then he was innocent. Oh no. Bottom. Hey, what's up, James? Good to see you in here. Yeah, kind of surprised on a Thursday we don't have enough people that want to straight up play Phantom. Did we do it? No, so close. Max. New name for Max. Good stuff, man. Yeah, where did Wander go? Wander was here earlier. Sergeant Ranch, let's go. Ba-bam! Let's do this thing. All right, let's go Phantom number 2. Let's see if Max can pull off a miraculous solo Phantom victory, again, with the help of an Executioner and a Pirate. Again, Executioner and Pirate are helps to the Phantoms, even if they're not officially Phantoms themselves. Still is the case. That's not Max. Oh. All right, well, top left, Bazump, Protoss. 12 o'clock, Sergeant Ranch, Zerg. Top right, James is playing Protoss. Right side is not Max. I don't know who that is, then. Somebody who's celebrating your Phantom win. Bottom right is Psychonut, 6 o'clock, Happy. Bottom left is Goat. And left side is Yesterday. I would have said that, I mean, anybody with that kind of a name would be Goat. There we go. Sorry, I didn't get the names up there for y'all, but I was going to say, you get the general gist. Yesterday, you and I set the rules. Who is this? Who is Max P Phantom Champ? Happy's calling Goat Savior Sword straight up. And Goat's like, all right, I'll be Savior Sword. What's up, Dakiris? Hello, hello. Yesterday's acting like wants to expand, but he's just going 2-gate, man. 2-gate, getting a Citadel, no second base here, which is sneaky. Hey, Dakiris. Hey, that sounds like a good idea. Maybe tomorrow, though. We're not doing anything after this today, so... yeah, we're just straight up gonna try to kill Goat, and successfully kill Goat, I suppose. It's a Cardiox. Ah, thank you, Max. That makes sense. That makes sense. So Goat's trying to stay alive, as you do in a situation like this. I like the base sharing here. Zerg and Protoss. It's Ranch and Bazump doing it out here. Hey, Jared. It is very likely to be the final game here, depending on how it goes. But definitely not a free-for-all today. No, sir. No donos whatsoever of any kind. Alright, so can Goat stay alive? Is he going to be protected by Happy? Kind of looks like it. Nope. Sorry, Max. No support at all today. Perhaps tomorrow. Perhaps. Reaver Shenanigans here from Bazump. Where is he going? Cardiox says he's a paladin. I mean... Is he just sparing him? Is he just sparing Goat? He spares him. He takes his natural base, which is kind of mean, but he does spare him from death, which is nice. I mean, the problem about today, Jared, is that I'm doing podcast right after this. But I mean, we could set up 2 free-for-alls for tomorrow if people wanted. Goat is just cosplaying a Savior Sword. Sergeant Wrench is like, but you are, though. Is Happy defending? Wait, who's coming up this way? A Cardiox is up here trying to finish off Goat. I don't think Happy can save him is the problem. 4 Prime! What's up, dude? Sounds good. Ah, no. No. Ah, he is a phantom. I'm sorry, Goat. I am sorry, Goat. Goat's like, I just want to play, man. He's like, no, you got phantom, you got sniffed out, you got killed. Sorry. Wow. That's funny, Goat. I hope you had a good time anyway. This is why Phantom is the worst. Yeah, holy mass Reaver shenanigans, man. I mean, that's part of it, Max. But, you know, if there were more people out there and a pirate hadn't taken all their money, you would have died, Max. So, even if you can hold your ramp like that, you would have gotten overwhelmed eventually. Happy's building a lot of hatcheries for scariness. He's going the mass crackling strat. I thought he was going last game, but he's doing it now. Counts for something. Hatch, 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 hatch. All of the lings. Upgrades for happy are lings. I just rhymed lings with lings. I'm a good song composer, aren't I? It's a lot of Reavers. Hey, what's up, hamster? We got 0 donations today, so we're not doing a free-for-all. We're doing a second Phantom instead, just to catch you up on where we are today. Last game, Max got a solo Phantom win. I mean, it helped there was a Pirate and an Executioner that succeeded, but, you know, still. And Happy kind of went off the reservation a little bit by killing Psychonauts. But other than that, you know, Happy pulled it off. This is a lot of Reavers from Bazump. Holy cow. This is like the most Reavers I've seen in a very long time. Even in a fastest map. Cardiox is like, all right, it's time to do this thing. I'm maxed out. I've got 1-1 upgrades. I'm working on 2-2. Yesterday doesn't have any ideas. So we could have an Executioner. We could have an Executioner. So is he dropping on it? Was yesterday? He kind of looks like he's doing that. Who we going for? Looks like maybe we're setting up. Oh, Mr. Pro. All right, man, we're going after Killer Pro, who is also James. Guide me, red. Help blue or attack someone else, Happy says. Yesterday says I'm not going to attack. Executioner will come for me, says yesterday. Could do. If they know what your role is, and there's an Executioner, and they're supposed to kill you, they might come for you. So yeah, we dead. PA Killer Pro has nothing left against all this mech. 2-2 kicked in, yeah, 2-2 kicked in, and our Cardiox went for it, man. Went hardcore. Anybody else involving? Not really. I guess Sergeant Ranch maybe lost a thing. I'm not sure who did that, but it's there. Ah! Mass Crackling is going after Psychonauts. Happy and Psychonauts engaging again, just like they did in the last game. Turns out Mass Crackling's not very good against Protoss if they have, you know, Psystorm at all. They're 3-2 upgrades and everything, and they're good. I don't think they're this good, unfortunately. Yeah, the Storm. And Psychonauts isn't even a Protoss main. He's just casually being like, so we'll just storm where the lings are? Is that hard? That seemed difficult. Here comes the Protoss. Ooh, here comes an attack from Sergeant Ranch. Sergeant Ranch has 2 race and a huge army. Who's 2 racing? It's like, who's 2 racing? Terran can't 2 race. What you on about, Willis? Psychonauts is like, the Lings are beating me. Oh, the drop. Yeah, that's a lot more effective, actually. Turns out, running Cracklings into the Protoss army when they have Psystorm is not as good as dropping Cracklings on the enemy base when they're away and killing all their production capabilities. Hey, hey, figured that one out. Psychonauts taps out. He was, in fact, a Slayer. 1 man down. 2 mans down. 1 Phantom down. 1 Slayer down. We could have a boxer maneuver attempt. No, let's see, where are we? Phantom died first, so if we have an amnesiac, we could have actually 2 amnesiacs. We could have 3 Phantoms already. Man. We could have 3 Phantoms out here, but at least 1. We at least have 1 Phantom because the game's not over. Hey, sounds good, Jared. Turns out you don't have enough Guardians to kill the mech, actually, at all. Whoa, maybe you have enough Guardians to kill the mech, actually, at all. Hold on. 2 attack, no armor. I mean, against Goliath, does armor help that much? A little bit, I guess. Everybody else is chill. Happy's just building on Psychonaut's corpse. I don't think we have a pirate in here. A pirate would have succeeded for now. 12 and 1 are Phantoms, says it was yesterday. 12 o'clock and 1 o'clock. This is a lot of production, actually, from Mr. Killer here. Sergeant Ranch says, people lie. That's true. We're taking some of this money with probes. Not actively, though. Stasis on the Guardians. Ooh, yesterday shows up and says, hey, leave a Cardiox alone. Leave him alone. This is a lot of stuff from Sergeant Ranch, man. Look at this Ultra line. This Ultra Conga line is a big one. Is that 12? 10. 10 Ultras. They've got the armor. They don't have the attack. Something's getting spawned Broodling Doll in this mess. I don't know what. What is getting spawned Broodling here? Guess maybe High Templar. Doesn't really matter. All right, so now Cardiox is in a lot of trouble. Whoa! Yesterday decides to go after Killer Pro James up here. Cardiox is like, Ranch has a lot. Yeah, I know. Yesterday keeps saying, I think it's, if it's 2, I think it is white and olive here, Sergeant Ranch. And he's going after our guy James. I mean, Cardiox is down here too, which is kind of a problem for everyone. Holy Reaver Drop of Doom. Alright, we're just here to kill everything. Cardiox is like, Bazump's killing a Paladin. Bye. Just in case you were wondering, bam, Paladin is killed by Bazump. Dun, dun, dun. Nice stasis on those Ultralisks. We like that move. Don't see it a lot. Not a lot of Arbiters in PvZ, but... yeah, looks like it was yesterday. Just going to get his face melted in here by Sergeant Ranch. Oh, this is problematic. Should have said bone. Would have been funnier. Probably. Happy's like, wait, what is happening? Hold on a second. Ah, the Reaver drop as well. Bazump decides to ally himself. Oh, he's allying himself with Sergeant Ranch. It could be Bazump and Sergeant Ranch being Phantoms. That's interesting. Happy, help. Happy. Happy's like, you should get +1 attack. He's got +3 attack. I need to check who you are, says Happy. 1 minute. What is happening? You didn't reveal as mayor. Wait, who's mayor? Yesterday, building on the right side, kind of sus. Cannons versus Ultras are way too good. Way too good. Yesterday says, I promise, I'm a knight. If I die, we lose. Still hunting. Yesterday's raging about how noobs everybody is. I said knight. Yeah, well, people lie. Like, I just don't know what you're talking about, dude. Okay, Sergeant Ranch making a move on Bazump, who's kind of away with his Reavers right now. Happy says he's an amnesiac, which means that he's a phantom. Since Phantom died first. Ba-ba! D-Web on some Dragoons, trying to keep them out of the battle here. Reaver's getting hits off. Ultra's coming down here as well. Everybody teaming up on It Was Yesterday and his production capabilities here. What would that do, Tiger Claw? What would you want that role to be about? Is he finally done? He's finally done. It was yesterday's raging right now. Holy cow. And night is out. Okay, so let's see. Executioner success. Bazump? Bazump Executioner success. So now there's 2 people left. Is that it? Wait, what? The Sergeant Ranch, Phantom, and Happy is something else. Why are there 2 people left and it's not over? Oh, Knight eliminated. Was that Bazump? Oh, and it was. It was Sergeant Ranch and Happy. Okay, so 2 Phantoms at the end. Could have been 2 Phantoms at the start. One of them dies. Amnesiac Happy takes the second Phantom role, so there's still 2. Or Happy's Survivor. Is Happy a Survivor? No. Happy's not a Survivor. Happy's definitely an Amnesiac Phantom. Okay. Good enough. So unfortunately, Goat did not... Well, Goat got a win because he was the Phantom. Just, you know, got murdered at the time. Killer was alive the entire time at Bazump's base. Oh, that's what that last thing was. That's funny. All right. Let's wrap this thing up. I'm going to go do a podcast with Somicron. Hopefully the power doesn't go out this time. So if you want to hang out with me and Somicron as we talk about nerdy stuff, StarCraft, we're going to be talking about Warhammer, all those deals. Stick around. We'll get a raid out on his channel. But thanks for hanging out today. Let's see. Wow. 0 follows, 0 subscriptions, 0 donations of any kind in 4 hours. Is that a record? That might be a record. I'm not sure we've ever done that before. So, looking good. Let's do better tomorrow on Friday. Good stuff. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Hopefully we can get a free-for-all then. I think Jared was planning on helping with that. Okay, so never mind. Not going to pod. Let's get a raid on someone else then, I guess. Let's see. Following StarCraft. Who's out here? Jimraya. He's doing 2v2. Awesome. Okay, sounds good. Love y'all. See you tomorrow. Same time. Love you. Bye.